You're listening now to the Real Estate Lab with Bayut. Hi everyone, and welcome back to the 15th episode of the Real Estate Labs with Bayut.com. Today we have a veteran within the real estate market, the CEO of Banke International Real Estate, Mr. Porush. Today we're going to be touching on things foreign investment and what's been happening within Banke International. Mr. Porush, thank you very much for joining us. How are you?
Good morning. Thank you for having me.
Always welcome.
Amazing. Great to see the office always buzzing of Bayut.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. You've been a busy man recently.
Busy, yes. Off lately, I believe everyone has been busy. We all have been dreaming of this time, and last 3-4 years have been amazing for real estate out here.
Fantastic. So for Banke International, over the last couple of months, we've seen a lot of activity. Can you enlighten the viewers of what Banke International has been up to?
So it's not been last couple of months. It's been last couple of years. We have been very busy. We opened our Abu Dhabi office in 2021. 22, we opened our operations in India, Mumbai. So that was again something which we believe that we could cross-sell a lot of our Indian clients who are buying in Dubai, being the Indian clients one of the biggest investors in Dubai. So we thought best to go to them there, and that's what made a difference. We got a lot of transaction, a lot of confidence from our clients back in India. And of course, we cannot ignore the fact that we need to also focus on the local market, because just selling Dubai would not make us survive in that market. So it's very important that we could sell local real estate to our local clients. And then lately, last year, we also opened our office in Doha. Okay, so Doha again to cater to people, our client who would basically buy in Dubai. And lately, we of course opened our office in London, wherein again where a lot of British investors are investing in Dubai, and that's what to take care of their requirement, their needs. We thought it's best to be there. And of course, we cannot ignore the local market, as I said. So definitely we are selling also the UK market.
Amazing stuff. So obviously you must have your hands full trying to look after all these different businesses in different locations. It's really interesting that the bigger populations here in terms of the Indians and the British, who obviously love to invest here in the UAE. But when we look at the UK as well, there's a massive Indian population there as well, of the Indian Brits who love to invest here in the UAE also. I would say it's a very smart move in terms of where you're strategically opening up your offices, and well done, good stuff. And
thank you.
Excited to see what comes next. Let's talk about your newest venture into London. Do you notice many sort of key differences between the UAE market and the UK market?
Yes, certainly. The transaction cycle, is pretty quick in UAE compared to UK. So London, again, the entire sales process, buying habits, is totally different. Out here, I've seen that, my team members, the agents, they have closed transaction within 2 hours, which I don't see that to happen in UK, right? Yeah. So there, and the way each market, both markets are so different. There people prefer, communication by email, okay, wherein if at least 60 emails have not been exchanged, they will not do a transaction, right? But out here, it's so quick, people just come on a launch, they buy the property, and that's what it is. Yeah. So, yes, of course, UK market is much more matured compared to UAE, but just that the advantage, there are a lot of people, they're buying in, even the UK, the Britishers, they're buying in UAE is primarily because there is no capital gain tax, right, out here. So today, whatever profit you make, it's all yours. You don't pay any tax on your, on your property again. And moreover, it's also, there is no tax on your rental income. Okay, plus you are free to repatriate the funds anywhere. Okay, there's no restriction that you cannot take the funds out from here.
Yeah.
So all these, investor, I would say, advantage what this market gives is phenomenal, and I believe that that's something UAE has always been, delivering.
Yeah.
So we see the infrastructure growing, we see the country growing, the population growing, and that's the advantage for a lot of people to buy in out here.
So, I mean, obviously that's going to be your pitch to people sitting in London who might be looking for investments. Would you say there's any regulations internationally in any of the countries you deal with that could potentially benefit coming here to the UAE?
So regulation, again, as I said, it's the major impact is on the taxation. Dubai, when you're buying real estate, there's no tax on your rental income.
Yeah.
But again, of course, there are restrictions from each country. From India, you could remit up to $200,000 a year. Okay, so you are restricted to buy a certain size of the property. So if a family, like if a husband and a wife, they are buying jointly, okay, and then perhaps you could remit $400,000 a year from India. So that's so you buy something off plan wherein the property is worth, maybe $1.5–2 million,
Yeah.
and it should be handed over in 3 to 4 years. So technically, one could look at purchasing that over a period of 4 years, paying $400,000 a year. So that's where the restrictions are there, wherein you could remit certain funds.
Yeah.
And but out here, there's no restriction. Today, you want to take out any money from here, which you own, which you have, anywhere. There's no restriction in this market.
Yeah, yeah. One thing that I've always thought could benefit this market from the UK side of things is, in the UK there's a real support for first-time buyers. So people who are sort of coming out of university, getting jobs, trying to get onto the property ladder, where they try and sort of help them financially get their first steps onto the property ladder. And then I look at down payments as well. I think the UK, you can it's a 10% down payment, which you can put down on a property as well, which tends to help those people trying to get onto the property ladder too. Do you believe that if they were to reduce the down payment percentage, that would have another burst in the market of younger people trying to get onto the property ladder?
Basically, what happens is today, this unlike UK or any other market, the volatility is a bit high.
Yeah.
Okay, so basically the market somehow, tend to swing either ways and very, very fast. So what happens is the risk, if the bank is lending today, if 80%, 90%, if the bank lends, and if the property prices are down by 10, 15, 20%, so technically the buyer would basically pull out, and that's the reason, So here, as of now, yes, moving forward, I think so this would be happening here as well. When the market becomes more mature out here, this would be a regular thing wherein 10% and 90% the bank would, give that mortgage.
Yeah.
But just that at this point in time, I believe market is on an upward trend.
Yeah.
So those things are not being taken care of.
They're probably not needed at the moment. There's so much demand anyway at this moment in time that the banks probably don't need to go to that extent.
Yes.
But there's just a different way of looking at it from a more mature market of how they try and get the younger generation into purchasing properties and buying properties, which is quite interesting. In terms of foreign investors, I mean, you probably have your own numbers. Where would you say the majority of your foreign investors come from in terms of your transactions?
So we have clients coming from, of course, India is one of the large clientele what we have. Apart from that, from Middle East, I would say the Qatar, Oman, Kuwait, Bahrain, so and the entire GCC, I would say, and to a certain extent, again, from UK as well. We have a lot of investors coming from UK. But now what we have seen, trend changing a bit, we also seeing clients from US, Canada, as well as Europe coming in and buying real estate out here.
Porush, how does having a multinational agency help manage or give extra confidence to a foreign investor?
This is something so important, that today, if you are based in a particular place, in a country, and if you are selling, whether it's a local property or an international property, that face-to-face, recognition, that confidence the client gets is so much satisfying. So we always believe as Banke, to make sure we make the client at ease. So irrespective of the transaction will happen whether this particular client is buying or someone else would buy. But more important is giving the right information, making them, because it's important. Real estate is big investment. It's not something we are buying an iPhone, so it's just that it's a big investment, and we want to make sure that the clients are given all the information, and irrespective if they come so many times to visit us, but just that keeps building the confidence. And I have seen that makes it plays a very important role, that if we are based in a particular country, for the clients. So what happens, they have so many questions, when they say that what will happen if we buy a property, who will take care of them, who will rent it out, how do we get an update? So we do everything, entire 360-degree approach, wherein we will let their property, we'll manage their property, if need to be, we'll wire transfer their funds. If they need a golden visa or any sort of visa, we'll assist them into that as well if they are investing here, and vice versa. If somebody is investing in India, for a matter of fact, again, we would take care of their property, because there are a lot of foreign investors who are non-resident Indians. They're buying property in India. We make sure that we take care of their properties as we do out here. And that's so first step. Now, even in UK, what we are doing is we are also making sure that we will manage their property well. People who will be buying, any client from Middle East or India who would buy into UK, we will take care of their rentals, we'll take care of whatever maintenance need be for the property, and so on and so forth. And of course, we'll keep on educating them for that market, because the rules and regulation keeps changing. So we'll keep them updated what's happening in that particular market.
So Porush, can you predict any future trends that foreign investors or international investors should be paying attention to?
Yes, trends are always interesting. Okay, so depends on which market, but yes, today, for example, if somebody is investing in Dubai, they should pay attention to demand and supply. What's coming into the market, what would be handed over the last or the next few years. So like for example, I see that next 5 years the supply is close to around 35,000 units a year. So we are talking about not more than 150 to 180,000 units in next 5 years. Okay, wherein the demand is huge, what we are looking at this point in time. So that's the reason I always say that this is the place to be at this point in time to invest. So that's the trend one should look at. And again, one more important thing is so many times I have been asked this, where to invest. When I meet any investors or any client of ours, or new clients we're dealing with, always there's a question where which category of property we need to invest. Again, the trends plays a very important role. Like there's a huge shortage of commercial, of office space now in Dubai. So the yields are going up, the prices are going up. So that's the way you can invest, because I don't see any developer as of now launching commercial real estate. So and more and more companies are coming into Dubai. They are opening in offices. Existing companies, they are expanding. They need more space. So there's a huge shortage of commercial office space. So
and it's not
that's right. So the trend now, technically, if somebody wants to invest in offices, the yield will be much better than residential at this point in time. So these are the trends one would need to keep in mind before investing, where they could get more for their dollar.
So Porush, Real Estate Labs, we always play a game, okay? This game is going to be agree or disagree. I'm going to read you a statement, and you need to tell me if you agree with that statement or disagree with it. And then you can add a little bit of depth into why you agree or disagree. Okay?
Okay.
Perfect. So the first statement is, foreign investors are not interested in commercial real estate and prefer only residential properties. Do you agree or disagree?
I disagree.
Why?
Why? Because it all depends on you as an agency, what you're offering. So maybe they are not aware about it, but we have invested. We have done a lot of commercial investment for our overseas client. So it's all about giving them that advice. And I believe that commercial at this point in time would give you a higher yield, okay, compared to residential. But it all depends on your purpose of buying real estate. If you're looking to stay, of course, then you need a house. You're looking for investment, then it could be residential or commercial.
Yeah.
But commercial at this point in time would give you a higher yield.
Okay, statement number 2. Foreign investors investing in real estate can gain tax advantages in their home countries. You agree or disagree?
I disagree. The reason why, because the taxation would be the same for them. So I don't see that they would pay lower tax if they're investing in their home country.
Next statement. Foreign investment in real estate is declining due to global economic instability. Agree or disagree?
I disagree.
Yeah.
It's again depends on which market we are talking
Yeah.
about. So I see as of now there's huge advantage for an investor to invest in UAE, India,
Yeah.
okay, then and even in UK.
Yeah.
Because I see the currency as of now, the pound is a little bit weak.
Yeah.
So that makes a bit of difference.
Yeah, of course.
As well as the property prices are, as of now, there's good value.
So foreign investors this year in comparison to last year are more interested in luxury properties in the UAE. Would you agree or disagree?
I disagree, because the luxury again means different to different investor.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, so something $1 million would be a luxury to someone to invest in. So it all depends. But just that ultra luxury it's bit of slow down compared to last year.
Okay.
Okay, we see that the price is a little bit softening on that side. It's not going down, it's stable, but just that the appreciation is not happening on the luxury segment at this point in time.
Okay.
But overall, for the mid and lower segment, the market is pretty steady and healthy.
Okay, perfect. Next statement. The primary motivation for foreign investors in real estate is always a financial return. Agree or disagree?
I agree.
Yeah.
Because it's very important that the reason why they're investing in any country is to basically take that advantage, what is in for them. So either they buy at a great price, wherein they have that initial mover advantage, okay, wherein they have tapped into any real estate, wherein they have got something better value. But of course, any investor would look at financial returns, better financial returns in the other countries.
Perfect. That is the end of our game.
All right.
That's all the questions I've got. Okay, look, first of all, Porush, I'd like to thank you for coming on. It's been a pleasure to speak to you. I would like to wish you good luck in your future endeavours.
Thank you.
Good luck in the UK. And I'll swing by next week and send you a selfie of me outside your store.
Sure.
For everyone who's watching, thank you for tuning in again. If you are interested in property or international investment or foreign investment or even local investment, Banke International are more than happy to help you and accommodate you with any queries that you may have. Once again, thank you for tuning in to the Real Estate Labs with Bayut.com. Have a nice day. You're listening now to the Real Estate Lab with Bayut.